Hello and welcome everybody to episode 9 of my channel. Today we are going to look into switch commands, while loops, do loops. Yeah, that's all for today's video. And yeah, let's jump in. Here we have some code from the book that I'm using. Here we have the switch command. The switch command is used with cases, and at the end it's not needed, but we have a default that if those cases that we use are not in use, that means you have given it a value that is not in the cases, we have a default that will output when there is an answer that is not in our cases. And very important to say, when you use switch commands, you can only use integers here. So let's run our program and see what we are getting. Now we have to enter our difficulty 1, 2 or 3. So we choose, for example, 3. And now you have picked hard, and that's how our program works. Now I want to explain why we put a break here, because we have to end the program, because we don't want to have the program to continue. So we say here we delete the break, and let's see what happens. We start our program, say we choose for example we take the 1, then it's still uneasy because here on the 1 we have a break here. But if we choose, for example, 2, there is no break here. So it continues to the case 3 and it will print us both of them. And for another example, if we put that break back, if we choose, for example, the number 6, you have you made an illegal choice. That means it's the default is here if there is just a number that is not choosable, and then it will write default. And you can also do that you have all the cases available, that you don't need a default, but just in case it's always better to have a default here. And you don't need a break here because it's the end of the program and it's finished. And now we continue with the while loop. It's not that difficult, as you can see here when I run it. And like the code says, we print played an exciting game, and do you want to play another game? And here we have a character, and if the character we type in is equal to the character we defined on the while command, let's try it. Let's say yes. It says again, we want to play again. And yes, we want to play again. As long as we write it, you want to play again. And when you say something else, in this example, it would be the n, but it doesn't matter if you just type a 7 or something. It will stop and okay, bye. It will end. You don't have to type an n. Just if you would define it that you have to write an n, but for this example you don't have to. And now we are going directly to the do loop. For this we are transforming this code from before, and when we want to do that, we put just our while command down here, and we put a do here, and for when we do this, this will be executed, and then if we type in y for our while loop that it will repeat, it will look what is typed in. It was y, and then because it's a while loop, it goes back to the do and will do it again. And because we do that like this, we don't need the value up here. And very important, never forget the semicolon here, and when we have done this, we can run the program. And here, as you can see, it works exactly like the program before, except that you have a different order, and it's just that you have the value in the code. That's if you have a big program, uh, you have to search for it if you want to find it, because you don't have it on the list on top, and it will be much more difficult. But if you have something you don't have to find, you can just do that, and then it will be all clear. And that's it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And for the future videos, I try my best to put as much information into the video and try to make it as short as possible, that you can learn the most into a short time and you know everything at the end. But for now, I think I have my issues, but I will improve for sure for the next videos, and I will continue that. Maybe you hear this on Sunday in the reflection again, that I will say this, but for now, I thank you all. Maybe leave an abo, and yes, bye.